The crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border has Republicans calling on North Carolina's Democratic governor to step in.
They say Governor Cooper should send more National Guard troops to Texas, among other things. Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live in Raleigh for us. Michael, what does the governor say about it?
Well, he pointed to the bipartisan deal that's being worked on in Congress and said that Republicans here should support that effort. A crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border more than 1,000 miles away is impacting North Carolina.
This is a clear and present danger to our country.
State Republicans, including House Speaker Tim Moore, sent Democratic Governor Roy Cooper this letter Wednesday, calling on him to take several steps. They want him to deploy additional National Guard troops, but have them under Texas's authority, not the federal government. They also don't want the state to cooperate to place and house migrants entering illegally. Moore, who's running for Congress, talked about his recent trip to Eagle Pass, Texas, and said the issues at the border are fueling the fentanyl crisis back here.
Not only are people coming through, but dangerous drugs are coming into this country.
He says Republicans also will try again to pass a bill requiring sheriffs to cooperate with ICE and honor requests to detain people in the country illegally. Maria Gonzalez with El Pueblo points out some sheriffs say the bill is unconstitutional and could harm efforts to build trust with the immigrant community.
We are seeing this exasperation of problems that we then lay on the sheriffs in the state that are already underfunded, under-resourced.
Governor Roy Cooper released a statement saying a bipartisan U.S. Senate is close to the strongest border security law in a generation, but Donald Trump is telling Republicans to stop because a tough border law hurts his campaign. If Republican legislators really wanted a strong border, they would release a statement supporting this legislation instead of bowing to Trump and supporting violating the Constitution and rule of law. I asked Speaker Moore about that.
I'll tell you what, I'll comment on what Congress does next January. How about that when I'm there? But right now, and not trying to avoid the issue, but I'm not in the details of those negotiations.
Republicans also asked the governor to include funding to deploy more troops in his budget request that he sends over before the session begins in April. Rod and Angela.
Well, Michael, Republicans have tried passing that bill requiring sheriffs to cooperate with ICE for a few years. Why didn't they send it to Governor Cooper last year?
Right, it was something that did come up during the session in 2023, but the Senate never acted on it. Speaker Moore says he's had conversations with Republicans in the Senate about doing that when they come back here in the spring. They have passed that twice before. The governor's vetoed it both times, but now Republicans have a veto-proof supermajority.
All right. Michael, thanks so much. We appreciate it.